And there we are. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? We got in here Archimedes girl, Mr. Archimedes, Mrs. G, Mothman 46. Oh, how you doing, man? Here for the majestic beard and treasure trail. Hey, checking convictions. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some talking about summer wells because this is a crazy one. Under 2 minutes, that's what Prairie said. Yep, back on her phone. Hey, Lou. So yeah, we're just getting into this case, so we don't have all the info, but we got a lot of questions and things we aren't quite understanding.
Opinions.
Got some opinions and theories and stuff, and we're gonna talk about all of it. And of course, if any one of you have some insights on the case, you are more than welcome to come up and share them. That's what it's all about.
Archie. Mr. Archie.
Yeah, good to see y'all. I know we're competing with another stream about the same topic, so. Hey, Lena. Hello, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
All the cool kids are named Mark.
Cotton Candy. The cool kids.
Hey, Cotton Candy. So, do any of you have any musings or questions about the Summer Wells case? What's up, fam? Because this one is just weird. Well, they're all weird, but I don't know. Well, Mothman, I'm not going to highlight that one, but I know what you're saying. Hey, Pauline. Yeah, it does seem a bit fishy. Like there are things that I'm not grasping, like the timeline. Yeah, we're doing good, Tam. Hope you are too.
He said, not cath you, that would hurt.
Yeah. Please don't cath me. Can you give us a quick recap of the case?
No, you. Because...
Okay, so this was about 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, that? 3 weeks.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
June 15th.
Yeah, Summer Wells went missing from her home. And yeah, there's no trace. They're doing a massive search around the house, and the area is expanding. They've covered something like 4,000 acres now. Actually, probably more by now. And no sign. Apparently, they had a search dog team come to the house and tracked her scent to the end of the driveway. I don't know if that's true or not.
Sorry to interrupt you really quick, because I just read this right now and it's blowing my mind, but this is actually the second missing person in this family.
Yeah, Mothman just put that up. Yeah.
Oh, Nikes.
Yeah, another since, I want to say it was 09.
Yes, August 21st, 2009. What's with August, people?
And people go nuts in August. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, like what are the odds of that?
Wow.
But yeah, apparently the timeline is Summer, her mother and her grandmother, and a family friend's son went to a swimming hole around noon. And they did their thing, whatever. Then they went to a grocery store and dropped off the boy, and then headed home. And some of you may have seen on the way home, there's a quick little video of Summer laying in the back seat, just passed right out against some milk jugs. which is very, very weird. And that was at about 3 p.m. And then they come back home, and apparently she's okay and playing with her brothers. And then there's like a 2-minute window where no one's watching her and she disappears. And that was, I think by the time she called her husband and they called the police, was around 5:30 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there are things that, like, as far as understanding the timeline, that I would like to understand, like, how far is it from that swimming hole to the grocery store? How far from the grocery store to their home? Things like that. Now, there was something that happened at the swimming hole that apparently Summer was under the water for over a minute. The mother says that's not what happened, but the boy who was there said that that's what happened. So there's been a lot of speculation about secondary drowning or dry drowning. And there's two types. I'm going to do a video more in depth on this, but there's two types of that. One, the water doesn't get in the lungs, but it irritates the vocal cords and causes that to swell up and close off the airway. That happens almost immediately. So they would have known there was a problem there for sure. The other one is if water gets in the lungs and irritates the lining and basically just starts to build up fluid. That can take days. But the symptoms of it are fairly recognizable, such as rapid breathing, like unable to catch your breath kind of thing. And another one is extreme exhaustion, which when you look at that video of Summer, she was just passed right out. So depending, like if it's an hour drive from the grocery store to home, I can definitely see, a kid falling asleep. But if it's like 5 minutes or something like that, you guys get what I'm saying?
Hey, Chris.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah, it's shady because they have at least one dog, but I think they have multiple dogs. So there's dogs out there, there's people all around, yet she happened to run out of the house, like he said, at the perfect time, that there's a car there to lure her away. Like,
yeah.
No.
Well, if I duck down, you can see just past my shoulder here, there's their dog. This is their house. So they did have a dog. But yeah, like according to Candus, Summer's mother, they were all outside. Summer and her grandmother were planting flowers. And then the boys went into the kitchen to watch TV. And Summer joined them. And then, like a couple minutes after that, after Candus said she actually saw her daughter go in to the porch, into the kitchen to watch TV with her brothers. And it was like, she said it was like 2 minutes after that, she went in there, asked where Summer was. The boys said she went downstairs to play. And she goes downstairs and her daughter's not there.
Yeah, there's no way she was running that fast, judging by the way she was sleeping. But I've heard people are wondering if that picture is even from the same day or what.
People ever when she was out of, 5-minute nap and running so fast away, no one sees. Yeah. But that, again, like that picture in the car was taken at 3:09 p.m. We don't know how close they were to the house. Like how much time between that and when she apparently disappeared. Now, the dry drowning thing, the reason I'm not really buying that is, why would you hide the body then? Because that's not something that a parent would be put in prison for. And definitely a normal parent would be freaking out. You wouldn't hide. Chris G, yeah, if you want to send us something, if you want to come up and talk, that would be great too.
Play anything on here or no?
It's kind of dicey trying to play news clips. But I'll put my email in the chat there. If she had the body, dogs would have found her already. I like on the property for sure, because apparently they did have search dogs out there. So I know a couple people have speculated, well, maybe they buried her under the flowers.
I speculated that for sure, but I think that, she was, if the dogs stopped at the end of the driveway, like you said, I think somebody drove her away from there.
Yeah, I don't get the lack of reporting was going on. Where was mom or dad? How old are the two boys? I don't know how. I think the two boys are like 10 and 8, but I'm guessing. They're older anyway. And Kathy, apparently they were in the kitchen watching TV. That's according to the interview that Candus and her husband did. I was asking that too, Pauline. I don't know, but I would assume that they did. But if law enforcement did speak to the children, we will never see that interview.
Yeah, because they're all minors.
They're minors,
yeah.
So we'll never get that. But I would assume that the police would talk to the children.
Yeah, for sure they had I believe they would have.
Yes, they're definitely old enough to know what's going on for sure.
Yeah.
There's talk about the Nan's boyfriend. Does anyone know anything about him? Grandma's boyfriend? I haven't heard anything about that. I know there was some talk about what's her husband's name?
Don.
Don?
Donwell's son, Donald Jr.
Yeah, his son being a convicted sex offender, but it was a statutory rape thing. He was dating a girl when he was 15 and had sex.
There was only 18 months.
18 months between them.
Between them, from what I read, so.
Yeah, it's not like he's a kid diddler or something.
I hate to judge on that charge, reading what the actual charge was and only 18 months difference. Like, I don't know. Because I also read that the girl said she was a different age than she was also, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they both have Mothman.
I've noted that's the number one thing that sticks out to me. And also, Candus, his wife, had a restraining order on him and dropped it after 4 days. No woman is going to go put a restraining order on her abusive husband and risk, because he gets served in that, and pissing him off, and then drop it 4 days later without the husband threatening her to do so. 'Cause, I know this, I've lived this, so, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I just think.
Yeah, and the mom's sister is missing too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, since 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I wonder, when did they get married then? Because was he in the picture at the time of that missing person?
Very sad. All these children are getting killed by girlfriends, moms, dads, boyfriends, everywhere. Oh shit. Yeah. There's just so much. So much of this crap going on. It's ridiculous. The 911 call was said the mom went for a walk. Where she was walking to, then she changed her story. Yeah, I haven't heard the 911 call, but apparently they both, Candace and her husband, called 911. So if he called 911 and let's assume she was out for a walk and said that, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, she said she was not, like, absolutely was not out for a walk.
Yeah, Sam, she went and filed the restraining order, and this man has assault and domestic violence in at least 4 states I found. So multiple states he has domestic abuse and assault charges and has done jail and prison time. Utah, Texas, and I can't remember the other places, but there was 4 that I read off tonight. And she went and put a restraining order, dropped it in 4 days, but she said in there she was afraid for hers and her kids' lives in that, and then dropped it 4 days later. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, he was charged, like, he had drug charges and stuff too, didn't he?
I think I remember gun charges and assault and all that.
Yeah. I'll throw the link in the side chat if anyone wants to come up and talk about this for sure.
The dad. Okay, so.
Yeah, he was at work.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's true. I had yesterday asked Teresa, but that hasn't been, like, we don't know if that's verified yet. We don't know, because I keep going back and forth telling him, like, well, they must be innocent because it's been 3 weeks. They'd be arrested by now, right? But there's no body, so maybe they're giving them enough rope to hang themselves, hoping they'll lead them to Summer's body, maybe. I don't know, because to me, that the husband screams guilty and the wife screams that she knows what happened, but she's afraid for her other kids and herself, is what I think.
Hey, Foxy lady.
Foxy. Yeah, I think they all know what happened. I just think that, and I would love to be wrong, but I think, am I allowed to say what my actual thinking is?
Yes, you can say whatever you want, honey.
So Summer was 5 years old and about to start kindergarten. And statistically, that's when the little girls will go missing if they're being sexually abused or something, because now they're going to school. They'll be around teachers and stuff like that. So I don't find it a mistake that this is the time that she went missing. So that's, I guess I'll just leave it at that.
Speculation, the moment having an affair with the 15-year-old boy. Yeesh. I'm not touching that one.
Me either.
Do believe in the lie detector test. Yeah, and apparently they both took lie detector tests and passed. I don't know. Like, we're going by what they're saying, but I mean, if they took a lie detector test and failed, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be talking about that publicly.
Yeah, publicly, yeah. I think that.
Like, when you watch their interview, like, I mean, we watch everything and we're always like looking for the mistakes and errors and lies or whatever. But when I watched it, the other thing I noticed is both of them look like they're just beat to shit. They look exhausted.
Kathy, I have a theory for that too. I think it goes along with the, because I catch them saying weird things that to me contradict each other.
They kind of did, yeah, because they called her a tomboy.
Yeah.
And then she liked Frozen. She liked to be a princess.
There's that. So what mom has a girl that loves princesses that would shave their head? I'm not saying this is impossible because I raised a tomboy girl too. So she would never want to shave her head. But the other thing that they said was, what was it? That the mom always shaves her head, so she wanted to shave it too to be like her mom and her brothers. But then the dad chimes in and says, well, mom shaved her head to make Summer feel better about her shaved head. I kind of have this weird feeling that he makes his wife and Summer shave their head. I'm saying this is my own personal thoughts and opinions, that man gives me abuse, narcissistic, very controlling, red flags that I know very well. So
yeah, you could
I
be
think
right.
it was, or possibly, because I really do feel I'll feel horrible if this is not true, but it's how I feel right now. It could have been maybe she wanted to shave her head to be like her brothers too, so that daddy would leave her alone because she looked like a boy. There's a few things in my head, but the shaved head with her, it doesn't, for some reason.
Yeah, you could be right, but Now I'll give the devil's advocate side.
Hmm.
Like, you look at Candace, she's not a dainty, overly feminine woman. Like, no makeup, hair isn't all done up. She's wearing a hat, like not wearing like really feminine clothes. She is a tomboy. So, without having a real feminine person in that household, it's not likely that the girl would want to be that way. Like, it's more likely she would want to be like her brothers and her mother and her dad. So it's possible either way.
That's Pauline's right. He says so many different things. She shaved her head, so then they had to shave it so it all grow back long and nice. And then it was, well, she just didn't like to brush her hair, so we just shaved it off. Like,
Well, yeah, no, yeah. He said that she wanted to be like her brothers, and she actually tried shaving her own head. And he said in some pictures you can probably see it. So, yeah, whether or not that's all true,
yeah.
like again, we're going with what the parents are saying, and I don't want it to be a thing where everyone just instantly thinks, oh, the parents are lying. They did it. You gotta try and have an open mind with this. And I'm gonna put this in a video. There's been a lot of people, I don't think any of you, but a lot of people who've been reaching out to them on Facebook, like calling them murderers and horrible parents and this and that. Don't do that shit. That is not our place at all. If you want to help with the investigation, reach out to them. Other than that, do not reach out to them. That is not cool.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't think that was touching on the girl. She was tough. Wow. I mean, how much could a 4-year-old really fight?
Yeah, she was 5 and he was a big man, so sorry. I'm not.
I get what you're saying. She was like a spunky, like strong kid. Like he even said she could pull herself up on the swing, like completely lift her body weight up. And it was more than what their sons could actually do. Oh, yes. Any info? Call 1-800-TBI-FIND. I would like to see a cadaver dog too. They did have a dog there just to try and track her scent. So you would think that if she was killed and buried on that property, the dog would find it, but they should have cadaver dogs out there searching. Because it'd be a lot more efficient than having people just walk the grounds. Maybe they do. I don't know. I hope they do.
I wonder if that ruins it when you have so many people walking around in there and then send the dogs out.
It wouldn't help. But yeah, cadaver dogs, I mean, to pick up the scent of decomposing flesh, they shouldn't have a problem, even if there was a lot of people out there.
It was dark when she disappeared.
Mom was getting a drug delivery, the red truck possibly, and Summer went outside for a look, and that's when she was grabbed. It was dark when she disappeared. It was 5:30 when she disappeared. It wasn't dark.
Yeah, it was. It was.
But yeah, the red truck maybe, but aren't they the ones that brought up the red truck? So
yeah, I don't know who brought up the red truck to them, but the husband is again the one saying right away to the 911, this has been an abduction. So again, they go in tunnel vision. We learned this from another case with that one from whatever island. Right away, they called it in, said it's been abduction. So everyone's tunnel visioned and go with that.
Yeah.
And he says the red truck. Look at the picture where she's lying on the milk or whatever. There's a red truck parked there. I feel like they just picked that out and somehow threw it in there.
Yeah, who knows?
Also, they drive a red
SUV.
SUV.
Yeah. I'm sorry, not sorry. Any parent here tell me a 4-year-old knows the first thing about using an electric razor? Well, obviously she wouldn't. Like, she didn't do a good. apparently she butchered her hair.
I just don't believe that story whatsoever, but yeah.
I could see it, honestly. Like a 4 or 5-year-old seeing mommy do it and the boys or whatever,
So
and
they
seeing
were
it there and just wanting to do
all
it.
freshly shaven and they had the shaver left out, to which she grabbed it then?
Well,
Or
they weren't. Candace wasn't freshly shaven.
that's my point, is I feel like, so she must have either, well, maybe they left the shaver out for who knows how long. I'm just saying, like, unless she went hunting, took out the head shaver, plugged it in, that would...
Scent and cadaver. No, it doesn't hurt. I know about them dogs. Have a friend who has a bomb and cadaver scent dog. Yeah, it shouldn't. As far as tracking, like the living girls, like if they were put a cloth in her shoe for a few minutes and then let the dog sniff it or whatever, they would have problem tracking out there with all those people like that. But yeah, the cadaver dog shouldn't. The red truck was seen on a neighbor's camera footage on the night before and the night of the disappearance. So before and after. Well, that's weird. Yeah, you can see a 5-year-old can work an iPad no problem nowadays. Like back when I was 5 years old, no way.
Ginger space?
Yeah, we already mentioned that. Saw a post where they were saying the truck wasn't red, but the truck had a red tote in the back. Oh God, yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Telephone.
Mm-hmm. I want to see the video. That's what I would like. Yep, we're still here, Sam. We're going to be here for a bit. I don't know how long we're going to go. We don't have very many people watching this tonight. I don't. There's lots of other people talking about summer wells, so it's kind of spread around. But she had no shoes on, so she wouldn't walk far. That's a good point, Pauline.
Yeah, that's...
I haven't heard anything about the shoes mentioned. I know, like, she was wearing a jacket in the car, which was weird. But then she wasn't wearing that jacket, but that was the same outfit. So, while she was playing outside, she might have had her shoes on.
So I saw a picture where there was pink shoes in the yard.
Well, when you look at their yard,
yeah, that's. I mean, Leland loved to leave flip flops and shit outside. So.
15-year-old needs to be looked into and lie detector. You mean the boy that was swimming there with him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You guys, like, do you think it's weird? Like, I think this is weird that why would he be with them? Because there was Summer, who was like 4 or 5, Candace's mother, and then this 15-year-old boy. Like, isn't that weird?
That's why maybe they think the mom was having an affair with the 15-year-old?
Lord.
I don't know, because it is weird. I mean, I don't know. I read that. I'm not saying. I read that.
I believe Summer did walk out the basement to see where her mom had gone. Where was mom walking to for 10 minutes? Yeah, I don't know where that walk thing came from. But she isn't saying that now. She said it was like 2 minutes. She went back and checked and thought it was gone. Apparently hangs around the mom a lot. Now, if the kid doesn't have much of a home life, I could see it, but it's still a little odd. Yeah, a friend of the family.
Leanna, she said she didn't, but I don't know if that's
Mm.
true or not. But she claims she did not, that somebody else did. I know they were told they passed lie detector tests. I don't know if it's just something they told them so that maybe they felt comfortable to go on and talk like they are so that they can hang themselves. Because I don't know. Here's the thing. They're out here talking when they have, again, there's no attorneys. Or I feel like attorneys right now would be like, stop what you're doing. All these people doing interviews for YouTubers and everything. I feel like there's no attorneys involved right now.
Yeah, checking convictions. Let me clear that up. Okay, the interview that her and her husband did, she said she did not go for a walk. The kids went in the house. She went back out probably to talk with her mom for a bit, who was still, I believe, planting flowers. Then 2 minutes later, walked in the house, saw the boys, didn't see Summer, asked where she was. And there you go. Yeah, I don't know where that walk thing came from. Like I said, I'm fairly new to this case, so I haven't seen everything on there, but the interview I saw, she specifically said she did not go for a walk. Yeah, Ginger. And that's the unfortunate thing is if the police talk to the children, we will never see that footage. So I would have to assume that the police would, like, unless they're completely inept, but they would have to. They would interview everybody. Grandma too. I wouldn't mind seeing Grandma's interview. See what she's saying, because I haven't heard a peep out of her. First 911 call said Mom went for a walk for 10 minutes. Yeah. So the first 911 call would have been from her husband. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. The area where they live is a hotspot for missing people. There's plenty of documentation of this. However, speculation only. I believe Summer went outside and had an encounter from something. Well, there were animals and stuff, but if that was the case, there would be more evidence. Like the scent tracking dogs would have found the blood and tracked that. Yeah, I want to know that too. They do kind of live out in the boonies a little bit, it looks like. I got another picture here.
Yeah, there'd definitely be bears there. Yep.
Oh yeah, she said there's that's why she doesn't go for walks. Like she explained that she didn't go for a walk or a run, and she doesn't because of the animals out there. Check out missing 411. No animals, no people involved. Right, Skittles? It is just awful.
Ginger, yeah, I agree. I mean, it could be true.
And here there's a picture of her in the car with her head shaved, and you can see the red truck behind
Yeah,
them.
red truck right there.
But that's in the parking lot apparently.
It's weird that they'd say she's cold, so she's wearing a jacket. She's cold, and then put her on 2 jugs of cold milk.
Yeah. Look at that cutie though.
Yeah.
Oh man, how could someone want to hurt that sweet kid? Such a cutie. Oh, I was going to show that other picture. I just totally spaced. Okay. Image.
Which one?
One of their house. Okay, yeah, this is their house here. So yeah, they definitely don't live in town. But yeah, I'm not too sure like how far their neighbors are away or anything like that.
And her mom lived in that camper there, and she said that she told the police he was upset. The mom thought that the husband would hurt her too because he was upset she was living in a camper there.
Mm.
Yeah, she is.
Mark Klein. Well, a lot of kidnappings happen broad daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Like hiding in plain sight kind of thing. People don't really notice. But like this is way out. If this is way out in the boonies or whatever, it doesn't matter if it's day or night. I would think so, Ginger. Yeah, it just, I don't know.
I know the dad's saying like sex trafficking or something now. I mean, it is actually about the age that they do take those young girls at, because it's actually they take them when they don't, how do I say this not sounding gross, when they're not in diapers anymore, right?
Yeah. Can we not
Well,
get
I'm just
into
saying,
details?
if you want to play devil's advocate, because that's what the dad is saying tonight, that it was sex trafficking.
He said that tonight?
That's, yeah, it's on there.
I didn't hear that.
That he thinks that someone took her and maybe put her into sex trafficking. Did any of y'all hear that too?
Can you pull that up? I wouldn't mind listening to that. But yeah, the weird thing is, like, apparently the dog's tractor sent down to the end of the driveway, and apparently there was like a 2-minute window where Candace didn't see her, where Candace didn't see her daughter. So in that 2 minutes, she took off down the driveway, and there happened to be someone coming by, stopped, grabbed her, and took off. I mean, I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. Something ain't lining up there.
Right here he said, I believe that someone took her because they are aware of her social media presence. And so he believes human traffickers watched her on social media and knew to come take her.
Oh, I didn't even know like they had her on social media.
Yeah, she's on TikTok. But if I'm not mistaken, they don't have that much followers. I mean, it could be possible if one person in the area got.
Yeah, for him to even go there in his mind is weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Hey, weirdo. And that's why I'm saying, like, I really believe yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, or someone who's maybe like watching, but like I said, it was a 2-minute window, according to Candace. So how the hell did that happen?
There's a little part of me that wonders if they have her like alive hiding somewhere, which is why this is why I put in my head, like, why wouldn't they be arrested? And here's my idea, is that maybe they think that she's alive somewhere and they're letting these people talk. Oh yeah, because they would pass polygraphs then, right? Because she's not dead. Because like media attention, interviews, maybe they think money or something. When the dad says, my worst fear is that someone has her locked somewhere in their basement or something because she loves to be outside so much.
Yeah, he did say some weird things. And Tam, yeah, there's lots of animals. Bears, snakes, coyotes. Yeah. But if she was attacked by an animal, there would have been blood or something. And
yeah.
they did have a tracking dog out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dog went to the end of the driveway and that's it. Lost the scent. Yeah, I'm thinking so too, Ginger. Yeah, the stories aren't matching up, and I just don't understand the timeline.
Yeah, so there's a part of me hoping maybe she is alive and that they're just hiding her, I don't know, for some attention. I mean, Sent their kids in a damn balloon once and said aliens took their sons and hid their kid in a crawl space for days, fooling the news and everything.
Checking convictions. Yeah. I'm saying that they are just so sleep deprived they don't even know what they're saying, or they are intentionally hiding something.
Intentionally hiding something. Mark my words, it's the dad. Candus is scared. She's trying to protect herself and her other two or three children. I think dad did something. He's did something.
Emma, I don't believe that it did. Maybe, but all I heard was the dog tracked her scent from the house to the end of the driveway and lost the scent. So I don't know. Sherry Minzy, thank you very much. Welcome to the team.
He's got a team. I've got a crazy train.
Yeah. Her concept works way better. She's got like 5 times the members I do.
I want your trains to go off.
Do.
Right when I get a member, that'd be awesome.
You know what we should do is record that sound and then just be able to play it. Look at that.
Van! We love you, Van.
How you doing, Van? Can't with on. I get it together and think of some more believable stories. Holy.
She does that all the time. You need to stop it.
Yes. We love you, but damn, girl, you got to knock that off.
You literally just did that to me last night, too.
Yeah. I mean, you are such a sweet person. But holy cow.
Kitty cat funds.
Yeah, actually, if you watch that interview, they both look like I said, they look like they were beat to shit, or maybe they were drunk or high or something. But I mean, the way they're talking, like they're slow, they're quiet, they're not really, they don't look distraught, they just look worn out. Yeah, maybe.
You know what?
I just don't know. Like with the problem, we just don't know. Like there's so many things that I want to know. I want to know how far it is from that swimming hole to the grocery store, how long they were in the grocery store, was Summer in the grocery store, or did they leave her in the car? And because that was a thought that I actually had with that secondary drowning or dry drowning. If what happened at the swimming hole was legit, she took in some water into her lungs, wasn't feeling great. They go to the grocery store, but they leave her in there because she's not feeling good. While they're in there, she passes out and dies. They put the groceries in there. They see she's kind of flopped over. They just push the groceries up there, figuring, oh, she's just asleep. They go home, realize, oh no, she's dead, and then panic.
But stories change because the 15-year-old that was with them told police, if I'm not mistaken, she went underwater for over a minute and that she slept the rest of the time in the car. The mom is saying that's not true. She didn't fall asleep till after Hunter was dropped off. But how did Hunter know she was sleeping like so? Like he said she was out. And he ain't wrong. So who's lying here?
Yeah. How would he know that she was asleep?
Right.
If she didn't go to sleep until after.
Yeah.
That's a good point, honey.
Mm-hmm.
You get lethargic when too many cops are around. You can't get your Scooby snacks. Well, from the looks of their eyes, I don't think they had any problem. I think they still had some supply. But yeah, they didn't look like they were, like they look wrecked.
Yeah.
They look like they're going through a rough time.
But I do want to say something Teresa told me, is that when she was talking to Candus and doing her interview, she did keep, like so many times, keep saying the most important thing is we find Summer. Teresa said it was so much that they didn't write it all of those times out like that because they said it would have taken a long time, and that she kept interrupting Teresa, like more thing, like we want to find Summer, we want to find Summer. So
no, Ginger, we're not talking she drowned there. We're talking secondary drowning. Like she took water into her lungs and drowned later.
Except for I have my suspicions that in that picture that she's already drowned.
She's already passed away.
And passed away. I think she's not alive in that picture. I think that picture is staged for us for whatever reason. Same with that little video clip that's 3 seconds of them driving.
15 minutes to wait for prescriptions. Let's go swimming now. But I don't know where you got that.
They went to pick up her mom's medications for her knee or something like that. And then decided to go swimming.
Yeah, they made an afternoon of it.
Yeah. Which, when you have kids, I mean, you do.
Oh, yeah.
You do that. So, I mean, I'd do that.
Didn't the police pull up a red truck that was seen near the house around the time of... Yeah, and he turned out to be a sex offender. I haven't heard that.
Me neither.
But, I mean, why isn't everyone blowing the hell out of that story?
Yeah, I'm surprised the police aren't doing like some kind of press conference saying this and putting some kind of alert out watching for the truck or whatever.
Well, yeah, because apparently the neighbor's camera caught this red truck driving around that they didn't recognize the day before and after.
Because for them to pull up and know it's a sex offender, they would have tags and ran the tag then to know who this person is. So they'd be able to put out there if this was true or false. And I haven't seen that at all.
Yeah, Ginger Spice, you're probably right about the lips. I don't know if that happens instantly, but you're probably right. Her lips look fine and red.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about, the sleeping thing, that is a symptom of secondary drowning, is extreme exhaustion. So if as soon as they were done swimming, she went in the car and fell asleep, that's not typical of a child. While they're in the car driving, yeah. That's what we're all doing, Tham. Problem is, we only have some of the story. We don't know if people are lying. You know, it's really hard to figure out what's what.
Wait, can I unplug this maybe?
Yeah, that's just for our earbuds.
Oh, I can't. Never mind. I can't. My phone doesn't have that. It's weird the dad is so sure he knows that she's taken. Like he's so set on. She was taken, I know it.
Well, what other option is there? She ran away?
Like, well, there's other options, but probably not that he would say.
Yeah, you guys are misunderstanding me. I'm saying what the boy said is as soon as they got in the car, she was asleep.
Yeah.
And if it's 5 minutes from the swimming hole to the grocery store, kid wouldn't fall asleep. But that secondary drowning thing, if that is a legit thing, that can happen then. But I'm not saying I believe that. I don't think that that's how she passed away. Yeah, checking convictions. Would definitely pray and hope she's found alive and well. It does happen. It's just after this much time, it gets very, very unlikely. Tammy, I do not believe she was taken. Right, Sherry? It's all over the place. Yeah.
I believe she was taken, but just... I think it's the dad who took her.
I think Mom told the boys to watch Summer so she could meet the drug dealer up the road. Summer ran out and followed her mom. Maybe Summer hid from Mom, but the driver grabbed her after Mom left. Yeah, that's a bit of a reach. for me. I'm
Not if she was
not that I'm
dead
a drug
asleep
dealer,
like
but I've
that.
known a lot, and you don't screw with your customers. You depend on them, so I don't buy that.
I mean that's the other thing I did wonder, did they maybe owe somebody and that's why the dad is sure someone took her?
Oh, for ransom, maybe. That would be awesome because she'd probably be alive for sure.
Like maybe they owed somebody a hefty amount for, I don't know if they do drugs, I don't know.
Yeah, like we're drawing a lot of conclusions here.
It's, yeah, Madeline McCann, that's the one. Yeah, it is. And it actually, it's a lot like that because again, they tunnel vision to right away someone took her. She was
Well,
abducted.
of course they would. They wouldn't think she just ran away.
But the dad right away, that's what
That's
I'm
those are the
saying.
only two options.
I don't know. I don't feel like that should be the only two options when they come in and they see that. I feel like the police should have made the option of like, why weren't they integrated? Maybe they were. I don't know. But there's more than two options here. Like family, it's always someone close to home.
Well, family taking her. It's still
The dad doing something.
what? Okay, what are the two options? What are more than her either running away or someone taking her away? What's the other option?
Foul play by a family member.
That would be someone taking her away, wouldn't it?
No.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about then. Okay, I heard one of the interviews. Summer ate a cigarette once to be like mommy. They picked up pain meds that day for grandma. Did Summer eat a few and pass away? Ooh, nicotine poisoning?
Or you think she ate a couple pain meds and then passed away and so they got scared?
Hmm.
I don't know.
If the drug dealer was also a sex offender, then he just took our representative. Yeah, maybe, but yeah, I don't know if there was a drug dealer. Like, we don't know if she's buying drugs from anybody. So, like, I don't want to go off on a really weird thing where we're just making shit up. Like, if you show me proof that she had a drug dealer, then yeah, that we can, talk on that a little bit. But who would have the balls to go to a house in the middle of nowhere with many people around? Yeah. Mark,
Yeah, and dogs.
lots of pedos and stuff, they'll go right to schoolyards, middle of the day, and try and lure kids out. Like, they are ballsy. So, like, the timeline doesn't make sense. Like, I don't think there was enough time. But yeah, he ate a few meds, passed away, and hid the body to avoid charges. Yeah, it's possible. They need to get cadaver dogs out there, because if she died in the car and was in there for a bit, the cadaver dogs will hit on that car. Yeah, what are the facts? There aren't a lot of facts. We don't know a lot. And we basically know that earlier that day they went to a swimming hole. We don't really know what happened there. They went to a grocery store and then they ended up home. And some point after they got home, the girl vanished. That's really the only facts we have. The rest is what the parents are saying and stuff like that. Yeah, Van. Definitely hoping and praying. I like that kidnapped by a drug dealer for ransom idea. I mean, there's nothing to support it, but that would mean that she's being kept alive at least.
Yeah, and that's why when the dad says, my worst fear, she's locked up somewhere because she loves to be outside. I know someone took her. Maybe it could be that,
Yeah.
that they owe something and someone just grabbed her, like, hey, where's my money at?
They haven't used the dogs yet. Apparently, they used a tracking dog that tracked her scent from the house to the end of the driveway and lost. Don't know if that's true. But I haven't heard anything about a cadaver dog, and that they should definitely have cadaver dogs out there. Like, absolutely. Is there any video of them in the store? I was wondering that too, Metalhead. That would be good to see. Like, I'd really like to know if Summer went into the grocery store with everyone or if she was left out in the car.
I really like you.
A 5-year-old's not going to run away. A 5-year-old can and will suffer abuse, trauma until the point of death without speaking or making a break for it. Yeah.
I sent you a picture.
Yeah, she's not going to run away and get lost. Like, that's...
I feel like...
Somebody took her from that property. Whether it was mom or dad, family member, stranger, somebody took her. Just how and when.
Yeah, it's weird. I want to know, I couldn't find it on Google, when did Candace and Dawn get together or whatever? What year was it? Because was he around when Candace's sister went missing?
Oh yeah, I never thought of that. Guessing the boys were home alone while they were out swimming. I'm guessing so.
Thams, I agree. That's the biggest thought in my head. She was 5. She was about to start school where she could start talking about things maybe people weren't supposed to know, family secrets and such. So.
Yeah, Laura, I'm sure the police are. I mean, they did apparently did have to take lie detector tests, and apparently they passed.
Yeah.
But again, that's what the parents are saying, so I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Ginger. Well, she got into a car anyway. But I mean, if she was unconscious or killed or something and taken out down the driveway and then the dog didn't know which direction or something, put in a car, I don't know. I don't know how long a dog can track a scent if the person is in a vehicle. Like, I know they can track them for a bit, but that might be what happened too. She was put in a car near the house and driven out.
Candace's sister went missing in Wisconsin. Now their daughter is missing in Kentucky.
I suppose their vehicles were new enough to pull GPS data from. Maybe. Well, yeah, their SUV looked fairly new.
Oh, she posted on her Facebook. She got that December in 2020, thanking her wonderful, amazing husband for the new car.
Yeah, I mean, if you go by the statistics, it usually is someone who knows. Did they look at other kids to see for abuse?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I'm sure, though. Sure they would.
A 5-year-old would have followed her mom. Yeah, she would have.
That's a good point. Where the mailbox is there, because you know how far down my mailbox was, way down the damn driveway. So it could be quite a walk to go check the mail or something. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is the boys said that she went downstairs to go play, according to the mom. So, I don't know. Why would they say that? It's weird. It's all weird.
But they don't seem like the type that would be able to pass to fool a lie detector test. So if that is, I haven't seen any press or the police come out and say they passed. detectives could have just lied to them if they did lie detector tests and said, "Oh yeah, you guys passed," whatever they want.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, they might be still investigating or whatever. We don't know, but
Yeah.
well, they definitely are still investigating. But
if they tell them, "Yeah, you passed," and then they get comfortable now talking, which they're doing.
yeah, maybe that was their plan, and they're just watching for everything they say, waiting for them to slip up. That's possible. And Emma knowing right from wrong. Well, I mean, it depends what. I mean, at 5 years old, they know that, you can't go and stab somebody. They don't know about cheating on your taxes. But yeah, like at 5 years old, that girl wouldn't have wandered off and gotten lost, for sure. And I highly doubt she would decide to run away. Pretty sure if she just ran away, she would have been found. Have either of you heard of the electric medium? She has YouTube. According to her, she is in the words. I don't know what that means. I don't really. I know a lot of people have a lot of belief in these mediums and spirit boxes and stuff. Anytime I've listened to that stuff, I get nothing from it. Yeah, that's true, CW. I mean, if they asked her if they knew if Summer was alive and they failed that question, I'm sure they would absolutely start hammering them, say, you failed on this, we know that you know. But, I mean, if things were murky, but either way, there's only like a certain type of person that can beat a lie detector because it's not a voluntary reaction. You can't control that. Like lots of people think, oh, I can control my heart rate and everything and all that. It's like controlling whether or not you get an itch. Like you can't control whether your brain says, oh, my arm's itchy. It's been 17 days. Yeah, it's looking bleak. Oh, woods, yeah. If she's in the woods, they'll find her because they've been searching. They searched like 4,000 acres. So yeah, they'll eventually find her. She's there. If they bring out cadaver dogs. Because if she is out in the woods with all those animals, that's no.
That's true. Checking convictions. However, they said they all took the test, so I highly doubt numerous of them took them and passed. So again, that's why I kind of don't believe that they maybe passed and they just were told they did.
Checking convictions. Well, yes and no. I mean, people who lie all the time still know that they're telling lies.
Mm-hmm.
But if they actually believe it, and it's to them it's the truth, then yeah, it would register as the truth.
Although it is enough where they're not admissible in court because they could be wrong enough. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of it because people, even when you're telling the truth, there's just the stress of it. It's hard to register. Like even when you tell the truth, sometimes it'll come up a lie. But I mean, like 99.9% of the time, a lie will register as a lie. Murky understatement, Mr. Sheriff. Polygraphs are subjective too. They are. Yeah, that's why they're not admitted in court. They can definitely, they're a tool the police can use to hone in on their investigation or whatever. But Yeah, checking convictions. If they really believe it, like if they're, to them, that's what happened. That's the truth. It will register as the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, we have, could be that she was taken. It could be that she inadvertently ate some prescription pills and they got rid of her to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, they just got scared, which some people just they do. They get scared instead of thinking about calling 911 for,
Mm-hmm.
but then they call 911 for a missing person.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ginger, I think you're right. I don't think she's going to be found.
Yeah, he did some time in multiple states. If he was involved,
Mm-hmm.
he would be someone because of that he may have learned some tips and tricks, if you will. I don't know.
Yeah, Mel, it is weird. I don't know much about the other one. I think the other one who went missing was quite a bit older, wasn't she? Because was it Candace's sister?
Yep, Candace's sister in
Yeah, so she
2009.
was like an adult. But yeah, it is weird for one family to have two people go missing.
No, I don't think she's an. I think she was a teenager. Because I don't even think
Well, she's
Candace is that old.
definitely older. Go for jury duty. Tell a judge you believe in dumbass spirit box and see how that goes. If you want to get out of jury duty, that might be a good way to go. Yeah, that I don't know if it was the first interview I saw, but it was with her and her husband, and they both like I said, they look like they haven't been sleeping, like they look beat to shit. Which, I mean, if your 5-year-old kid was missing, you wouldn't be sleeping good either. But I don't know. I always like to err on the side of caution with being overly accusatory. Is that a word? I don't like to get pointing the finger at people saying that they did something wrong until I know that they've done something wrong, or at least have seen evidence to it. I mean, I'm all for speculation, but we don't know anything really. And they found her sister's car at a bar that she went with a cousin. Okay, so she was abducted from a bar, so guessing she was old enough to be in the bar. Yeah, that's true too, Sherry. I mean, yeah. Like if Cher went missing, like I'm not much for narcotics or anything, but I would definitely need some stuff to take the edge off.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'd be devastating. I need my baby. Mm-hmm. Abducted or went home estranged for one night. Yeah, that could be too.
Hmm.
Her mom's always kind of rolled up in her head during that interview. You notice it? Yeah, like she was. I don't know. Some people do that. My uncle, when he's talking, he'll do that thing. I don't know why, but some people will do that. And my uncle's definitely not on any drugs. I read somewhere recently Candace Will's sister went missing while she was trying to get custody of Candace's older kids. Oh, I do not know. Man, we're getting all kinds of conspiracies up in here.
Oh, the dad did it. Mm-hmm.
Well, if the parents off their daughter, there's no way that they were dumb enough to bury her on their own property.
No, But
they would have taken her somewhere miles away.
Dad went to work. Where is that? You know, so easily could have been taken off the property.
Yeah.
And how do we know they even went home? If she didn't, what if she died on the way home? How do we know they actually got home? They called the police at 5:30. We don't know that Summer even actually went back to the house with them. Just saying. We don't know that.
Yeah. We need to... I'd like to see an interview with Grandma. Because she'd be able to confirm or deny, depending on her story. Supernatural dark forces abduct her. There's aliens. The 15-year-old boy. Well, if it was a 15-year-old boy, everyone's covering up for him.
Yeah, I don't think it was the 15-year-old boy. I think it was the dad.
It's so weird that the 15-year-old boy would be just palling around with
the mom and
the mom and the grandma and a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, why wouldn't the boys be there too? Like, I could see him palling around with the boys, even though he was older than them too.
Right.
There was a lady in Florida just recently buried her sister in her backyard. That's how they found her. Yeah. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying.
I think people think that because when they're planting, the place they were planting is a memorial for someone named Jessica or Jessie, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So it's weird. You're planting flowers at a memorial on the day your daughter goes missing. Weird. It's all weird.
I stand on my island of speculation alone. Mm-hmm. I just picture you on a hilltop, just storm clouds behind you.
Hey, Tony.
What's your name? Tony. Fuck you, Tony. I love that video. The aunt was leaving her home and car was found 30 miles away in a truck stop. Okay. Yeah, to meet her cousin for drinks.
Yeah, we're going to watch about that after we get off here and learn more about that one.
About the aunt and that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't think that they're related at all. Hell of a coincidence, though.
Candus's sister. They're related.
I mean, the two disappearing.
No.
You know, kids do get abducted from their front lawns and from schools and stuff like malls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's actually more likely to happen in broad daylight than it is to happen at night.
John Walsh, his son was abducted shopping at Sears or something like that. Like right there with his mom. She literally, 2 seconds, turn around. John Walsh's son was taken.
Does that area of Tennessee have an enormous amount of missing people? Who knows? Just a whole lot of unknowns yet, but more information will come as we're plugging along. Anyone want to pop up and share their musings? I keep putting the link in there.
Never found, no evidence yet. It's the dad, for damn certain.
It's facts.
It's facts.
Someone was underwater for 60 seconds and survived 9 minutes. Yeah, the 15-year-old boy is saying that. The mom is saying that didn't happen. Plus, apparently the swimming hole was, she could stand up in it. It was just like a giant puddle, basically. So yeah, I don't know about that. The other thing is we don't know. Like we keep hearing different stories and different versions, and then of course it's like telephone. You hear something, you tell someone else, and by the time it hits 5 or 6 people, it's just completely wrong.
Mm-hmm. We know that all too well from the Watts case.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, High Priestess.
Well, if you love us as a couple, don't forget to check out our joint channel. Shameless plug. Mr. and Mrs. Share.
We got merch.
We got merch over there. Actually, everything's in the description. But yeah, if you type that in the search bar, you'll find our joint channel. COVID and all the isolation has made a lot of men desperate for some sexual activity, and that's why more women and kids are going missing. Well, I'm not going to argue with that, I guess. I'd really like to look into that. Are there actually more people going missing now since COVID hit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy, because there's less people actually out.
Yeah, it's been a thing since the start of COVID. They were saying that it was a lot of kids have gone missing in COVID. They said it was a huge spike. Yep.
Oh, sinking hole. I don't know. I never heard anything about that. Maybe. Down said I visit, but I'm out of your loop these days, Prairie. I'm gonna catch. Yeah, I love you too, Tim. Yeah, I know. It's not motorcycle related stuff so much anymore. Actually, I might have to, probably gonna have to sell my bike. Oh, later, metalhead. Thanks for listening to our insanity. Butt cookie merch. I never did make any butt cookie merch. I should. I need someone to draw like a little butt with a cookie sticking out of it. It'd be like a logo. Yes, checking convictions. You're awesome. Totally. Child exploitation complaints. What the hell is complaints of child exploitation material? What the hell are you even talking about?
Complaints rise like of missing children and sexual.
No, that's not what child exploitation is.
And
They're talking about kiddie porn?
there's that, yeah. Child luring, sextortion cases online also spike.
Oh, everything online will spike. I'm just wondering if...
I read there was a spike in missing children since COVID. I'm trying to...
Oh, Ginger Spice is more women being raped too. That's just gross. All you guys, if you look, save up and get a hooker. All right? You don't got to go out and rape somebody just to get your rocks off. Save your money or cut it off. It's gross. Love you guys. Don't accuse the family because there's no proof. Remember, poor guy who was accused of his wife disappearing ended up being his wife's friend. Yeah, that's the thing.
That's true. That Sean Casey, when the pregnant wife, yeah.
Yeah, like it's one thing to speculate, but yeah, I don't think any of you guys do it because it would only be a few certain people. But there have been people who are like going after Candace and her husband on social media, saying nasty shit about them. Don't, like, if you're one of those people, stop. Because what if you're wrong?
I'd love to be wrong. I would never go to him and say my thoughts and opinions. But
That's true, Laura. There are.
They're putting themselves out there. They have to know people are going to have their...
Mm.
There are a lot of girls who went there. For real, there are a lot. Just open your DMs. You don't need to rape people.
Tax free. But yeah, like have you guys seen the documentary on Netflix about the Cecil Hotel? case you haven't, there's a guy on there. He's a death metal singer. His name is Morbid, and he was at that hotel a year before that woman checked in, the one who died. And people went after him so hard because he actually did, well, death metal music videos. They're always about something awful. One of his videos was about a woman who was being chased in a forest and killed. So because he made that video and he had been at the Cecil Hotel, even though it was a year before, they went after him so hard and he tried to kill himself. And every time I see people really banding up about hating on whoever, it just makes me think about that. It's like, we got to watch what we're doing. You can't just go off spouting theories willy-nilly, because people are going to take them and run with them. And I mean, what if they had nothing to do with it? They're actually just all tore up that their daughter is missing, and you have people actually calling them murderers and horrible parents in this. Jesus, can you imagine? Not only are you like completely devastated about your child, you have people just, oh, yeah. So, I mean, don't do that. Speculate on things, research things, ask them questions if you want, but Jesus, don't go after them like that. That's horrible. Even if they did it, you still shouldn't be doing it. It's not our place. We are internet sleuths. We're investigating. We're looking for the truth. We're not looking to punish people. That's not our job. But I'm going to be doing a whole video about that. Because I'm seeing this. I'm tired of all this drama. And yes, going after people involved in these cases is part of the drama. Going after people at all shouldn't be doing it. Yeah, open mind. And even if it comes out that they did it, still going like saying shit to their families or whatever on social media, that's not cool. Just steer clear of that. That's a whole world of negativity that you do not want to drop into. Take it from someone who used to be in a very negative world and pulled himself out. I didn't want to go back in there. Look how the blame song by Metallica for Chris killing his family, just stupid. Yeah, I don't get that at all. I think the only similarity I draw is he was at an oil battery, like an oil storage site. They call a battery, and the song was called Battery. But yeah. People that look, act, or different thinking are always first to get torn up. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you look in the true crime world, the videos that get the most play are Chris Watts videos where the people are rallying hard that NK was involved. Those videos get thousands of views. And like, I don't do that, and I got 26 people in here. So, I mean, I'd rather have it my way because, I can sleep at night.
Because you're Burger King?
Burger King?
Isn't that have it your way? Or is that McDonald's?
Oh, I don't know.
Mess it up.
It is a fast food slogan, yeah, have it your way. Tammy, voice panel, I was exhausted all day. Drive here, but now I'm in bed. Wide the heck awake. I was breathing my water and nose. Oh, lovely. I hate that when you're just completely wiped out and you lay down and for some reason it wakes you right up. God, that is so annoying. Good God.
I would not be able to sleep like that either.
No, how the hell could you sleep with all that crap? Jesus. I guess you'd get used to it and eventually, but holy crap.
We love you.
We love you very much. Love, 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 love.
Love, 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 love.
Views, big deal to me. Not, and not. Yeah. I mean, I do want views. I want my channel to grow. I never made any bones about it. I started this channel like 5 years ago to make money. But I'm not willing to sacrifice my integrity for it.
Yeah, we all want views. We make channels because we want people to watch. We want the views and stuff, but I'm still gonna be always blunt and totally honest with people.
Oh yeah. Treat people like you want to be treated. Yeah, do unto others, exactly.
I got the nicest compliments from KK last night.
Yeah, that was really...
What? Alien sighting on my phone last night. Just saying. Shocked me.
It's surprising how many people have, come around.
I still say she protects NK, but I'm just saying she was very, very nice.
Yep. Yeah, 26 are the best. Exactly, Mark. I'd rather have the 26 of you here discussing this case than have to have 400 saying the exact same shit about Chris Watts over and over and over and over and over. How the hell can people do that all day? Like, it's the same thing every stream.
Well, always. No, we changed the words.
A couple of words.
We need to write a Chris Watts, what is it called? Synopsis?
Synopsis. Well, yeah, but you don't do lives about the Watts case.
I do lives about I don't do it about Discovery. The family. I do it about the family and the people involved. That's always been more my thing, is getting to I like the source. I want to hear from the horse's mouth things.
See, that's different. But I mean, people going over, well, this is in the Discovery and what does it mean? And it's like,
because I don't agree with the Discovery, so I'm not going to jump into it. Because, everyone else, if you want Discovery, you go to Mama Kim's Discovery. And also Mia, she knows that shit like the back of her hand. And very impressive.
Well, and Mia even admits she hasn't read it all. It's 2,000 pages.
She could recite that shit in her sleep.
Yeah. No, Mia has actually said that she hasn't even read it all. But, yeah, like, it's 2,000 pages. And no one, like, I don't know of anyone who could memorize all of that, because that's a lot, and it's dry. Like, it's a lot of it is just like mundane, useless information.
Wait, really quick, can you talk like Plunder?
Subscribe to Plunder.
Do.
Plunder and that woman who did the narration for that Chris Watts documentary need to get together and have a baby. Because that will make for one normal YouTuber. Because that narrator everything is just so overdramatic. And Plunder, she's just talking like this. So somewhere in between there would be great. That's as much shit talking as I'm going to do about someone else. Actually, I think she does that on purpose because she knows that it's going to attract people and make them pay attention to when she's speaking.
Wait, there's also a guy who people react to his videos and he sounds like robotic kind of.
The creepypasta guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys know who that is? Creepypasta? He's got a very weird way of speaking.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, he changes his pitch a lot. It's the same thing. Again. He has a weird way of speaking.
Mm-hmm. Just talk like that now. Thams, we cannot. It is not possible for us to have a human baby.
No, we can have fur baby.
What we're looking at.
I just dropped my eggs. Breaking news, maybe. Over a lot of the YouTubers. Yeah. I mean, it's getting better lately, but I still, when I go through my subscription feed, there's so many people doing lives about other YouTubers. And it's like, Jesus, just grow the hell up. I'm so tired of that.
Oh. Plunder, then. He's talking about the narrators, Thaddeus.
High Priest, I don't know if it's his real voice. I actually think he does it on purpose. And I think Plunder does it on purpose as well. Because they understand that if you speak weird, people are going to listen.
No, nobody wants to listen.
You were listening to her today.
Take that back, he's lying. You don't say that on live.
You ain't going to change the voice of reason. Nuh-uh.
He's lying. You did me dirty right now.
I spoke the truth. You were doing yourself dirty. Truth.
Sherry.
You're caught. But it's true, though. I mean, because she speaks that way, and it's the same with the creepypasta guy. You can't, like, it's not like a normal person speaking where you're used to hearing that tone of voice. You can it just kind of goes in one ear and out the other. But if someone's talking like this, or they're talking like this, in your head, you're just like, well, that's not right. And it makes you pay attention. It's actually very smart. Probably why they're both so successful. Hey, he don't like he only is what it that's way ya love him he. What the fuck, man? Was that Spanish? Hey, he don't like he only is what it that's way ya love him he. Always. Yeah, always. I don't even know what you're trying to say.
I think he's telling me that's why I love you, because you tell the truth.
Oh, okay. Love this story, yeah. Man, I got her like right in the mouth. That was hilarious. Oh, we got some more behind. Well, she recorded me dancing and stuff. Yeah, we got some really funny stuff that's going to be coming up on our joint channel.
It's so funny. Wait, can we show that? You were in your robe, right?
I was in my robe, but you couldn't really see them.
No, just your legs.
A little bit of my leg when I grabbed it and did the funky dancing. I got funky with it.
Real funky with it.
Sorry, I got confused with lingo. It happens, Sam.
No!
I didn't know what you wanted me to do.
What? I saw on TikTok girls put their hand out to see what their boyfriend would do.
Well, now you know.
Just spit in my hand
spit
like I'm
hand.
gonna.
All right, I'm gonna get a handy. Okay, she's gonna moisten my beard.
Welcome to the crazy train.
Actually, I literally didn't know what to do, so I'm like, what could I do that would be very weird? I'm like, oh, I'll spit. Listening to different creators now. You know what? I say this all the time. I'm terrible for following other YouTubers and watching their content. I really do need to do better on that.
I do it enough for both of us.
No, but I mean, I need to get out there and like interact with, people like CDT and that a lot more, because they come over to my channel sometimes. Like it's should be like a tit for tat kind of thing. Aha.
Okay.
We'll do what we can. Checking convictions. Thanks. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like if I see it's not even about a case, I won't even click it because I already know. It's just going to be about someone else, and it's like, Jesus.
Ooh, cool true crime book club. Do it.
Right on. Yeah, let us know when you do. We will definitely help you out. Because we are definitely all about that. Somebody sleepy?
I don't know why. We had a nap, but...
Yeah, it's just the way it goes.
Because it's hot.
Yeah, this room gets so freaking hot because they don't have the ducting hooked up.
Because I'm in here.
Well, that too. But yeah, they don't have the ducting hooked up, so the air conditioner doesn't blow in here in the summer, and the heater doesn't blow in here in the winter, so it's actually cold in here in the winter.
I don't blow in here at all.
She doesn't blow. She'll do a little bit for foreplay.
Can we stop now?
I won't be reading the script though or anything. Yeah.
Well, when you get your channel going, let me know because I've added to the script and I will send it to you. You should be in on this, so we will write you in.
Oh yeah, the script said that I need to go for a smoke.
No, I'm not.
Said...
No, babe, stop.
By the way, you didn't mute. You
Yes,
just
I did.
stopped the camera.
No, I muted and stopped the camera.
Yeah, we're going to go for a couple more minutes and then we're going to cut it off, guys.
Yes, I will.
Oh, jeez. You're so sorry if someone has already said, but the behavior panel are really good. I haven't seen the behavior panel.
Good night, Ellie. We love you.
Good night, Ellie.
Definitely talk tomorrow. Yep.
Falling asleep now. She's taking it. All right. Good night, Emma. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, it's probably like, what, 1 or something there?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of people over across the pond. It's the middle of the night or very, very early morning. No blow. Sorry, bro. I know. Man, life is tough. It's tough. Tham, you got to stop trying to cath us, man. But we love you too.
Love.
Love, 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 love.
Love, 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 love.
Oh, they did the body language. Oh, okay.
Oh.
That'd be interesting to see.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, definitely be looking into that. I mean, I see people who are just like worn right out and exhausted. But I'm not a body language expert, so that would be cool to see. I accidentally cath people so much.
I think when I'm under this light, it dries out my lips.
Maybe. But all right, guys, thanks for hanging, and we will catch you tomorrow night on our joint channel. Link is in the description. And yeah, we'll see you then. And until then, this is Prairie Boy 77, aka Mr. Share, saying good day, good night.